My favorite gear company has done it again, Peak Design, and this year's travel line. This multi-part series is going to do a deep dive into the product, the 45-liter backpack, the various cubes and pouches, to see whether it's worth it. As a photographer, as a traveler, does it meet your needs? Does it meet my needs? This is my honest review of the travel line, so let's jump in. Come on, let's go. And today we're talking about packing cubes and the shoe pouch. So far we've talked about the wash pouch, the tech pouch, and my first impressions of the 45-liter backpack. But what about these guys? We have the medium-sized packing cubes and this, surprise, the shoe pouch. So let's dive right in. Let's understand how they work and how they might be beneficial for you as a traveler. So my packing methodology hasn't really changed over the past 5+ years. This is the Eagle Creek packing cube, which has been perfect for t-shirts. And then usually I have an assortment of mesh bags which carry things like pants and other bulky items. And then I have one of these drawstring backpack bags that hold my shoes. And who doesn't travel with flip-flops? And so I usually have a small organizing bag like this for my rainbows. And so what do you do with all that dirty clothes? Well, I bring one of these 20-liter bags to dump it all in. This is a bit of a tricky question, but here's an idea of all the types of things that I typically bring on any given trip, excluding underwear and socks. Introducing the medium weight packing cube. And in the other corner, we have the lightweight shoe pouch. So the best way to compare the two products is to do a real life scenario and seeing how much you can pack in. So here are my 9 t-shirts that I bring with me, more than I usually do, I guess, but everything fits except for my button-up collar shirt. So where does everything else go? That's where these mesh bags come in. So I roll up everything I have and try to fit in what I can. Now here's the real test. What if I transferred all of these clothes over to the medium-sized packing cube from Peak Design and see what more can I fit in? So I'm unpacking my mesh bag, and to my surprise, everything fits in the expanded state, and I'm able to get rid of 2 bags for 1. Can't forget that shoe pouch, and so what I tried to see is what I could fit in, and again, to my surprise, I could fit in my sandals and my flip-flops. Okay, so let's start with talking about the build and design of the packing cubes and the shoe pouch. So you just watch me pack this guy up, and it fits a lot of stuff. I think in terms of construction, I love the material. It has that, it's kind of like Cordura. It's a little bit different, but it has that charcoal gray. It's got the black trims all around. The zippers aren't the weatherproofed one. I think these are YKK, but I could be wrong. These could be the other zippers that they use, but overall, I never really had any issues with it. So one thing that's really cool to note about these guys is that they're designed to be one pull open. So you can pull it to open like that in one swift motion, as opposed to taking the zipper and having to bring it all the way around to open it. So that's kind of a nice design to it. The other thing you gotta know is that it is expandable. And so there's another zipper on the outside that essentially doubles the height of the packing cube, and that's why I'm able to fit that much. This material is a stretchy mesh, and so it actually has a lot of give, which gives it more flexibility and versatility with packing, so you can really stuff this bag to the brim, and you can pack it down if you need to. So because this is meant to be a compressible bag, you can expand it and then compress it back again if the things that you have inside allow for it. So all you got to do is just bring it all the way around and slowly to compress the bag into an even smaller state than you had it expanded with the same amount of clothes inside. Yeah, it's a bit tough, but it's doable. I think with what I got here, it's actually good. So that's what makes it nice and compressed. Other features that you have here that I didn't get to show you earlier is the zipper over here. So this zipper on the outside is meant to be for your dirty clothes. Now, a lot of guys that design these packing cubes don't really think about where did the dirty clothes go. And that's why I used to have to pack basically a garbage bag of sorts for dirty clothes to keep all that smelliness inside. But this is meant right here to put all your dirty clothes. So as you empty the main compartment of your clean clothes, you start stuffing in dirty clothes in here. I think efficiency is key for you to use this. Rolling your clothes is the obvious way of packing. I hope you don't pack any other way. There's a lot of stuff in here. I typically wouldn't bring jeans, but if you do bring jeans, you've seen that I can put it in there, but it does take up a lot of space. I like the trim designs. The zippers, again, are pretty good. I think this is gonna really lock the not lock the smells inside, because it's not exactly a breathable material that they use. So good and bad. Good that you're locking in the smells inside, but you're also not allowing it for it to escape and air out. So I think it's actually a good thing that they made the right choice to make it not breathable, to keep those smells inside, instead of getting around to all your camera stuff and anything else that you have in your backpack. Oh, another feature of the packing cube is that it has handles. So if you ever want to hold it, they got loops kind of built in all on the bottom side. So there's a big main loop, which is good for grabbing with one hand, but they got smaller ones too, which I guess you could hook onto something if you need to. It gives you options, and I think that I appreciate. Quick tip. If you're packing a lot of things into this packing cube, make sure it's in its expanded state when you put all the clothes in, and then compress it. A challenge that you have once it's already compressed and you open it, it kind of makes it hard to close again. It's still doable, but it is tight. To make your life a little easier, always go with the expanded state first and then bring it back down into its compressed state. What about the shoe pouch? So the shoe pouch is even simpler of a product. It's got two loops, one on each side. These are pretty thick loops, so they definitely have a lot of durability built in. I know they also put in these loops, which are meant to be for the C-clips if you did ever want to mount them to your 45-liter backpack. I think that is, like they said, a fringe case scenario when you'd want to do that, but it's there for you. They don't provide any C-clips, so you have to use C-clips from maybe the cubes to be able to transfer them over, but I honestly don't think there's any use for it. You got the nice Peak Design tag here on the front for labeling. It's, again, the exact same material as the packing cube, so what you get here is the same over here. The difference here, though, is that the zippers, they use the weather-resistant zippers, so you'll see that it has that kind of rubber lining in there to kind of give that weather-resistant feature. Once you open it up, it's just a big open space, and it's kind of designed like a football again. So you see how it has the angles on each end, which gives you more space if you need to stuff additional things, or if you have really long shoes, let's say. But yeah, I was able to fit my sandals and my flip-flops in there. So it's got a ton of space. I could probably fit a bit more, but definitely not a third pair of shoes. Another nice bonus feature is that because this bag is meant to be collapsible, the pocket that is used to store this thing is kind of in here, so you get a bonus pocket. It's kind of hard to get to because it's on the other side like that, but you know, you get a mini pocket, I guess, out of it. But everything else is basic. You just fold it and crumple it back in, and it goes back to this size, and it's closed up by a simple button. So this is kind of a bonus. I didn't expect for them to make something like this. It's kind of like a nice add-on when you get the 45-liter travel backpack and the whole bundle. I think it's pretty sweet that they built something like this to really think about the traveler and not just photography. This is really a great balance of both with the travel line. Honest feedback time. All right, so let's get real, guys. What are my real thoughts about these two products, the packing cube and the shoe pouch? So let's talk about the packing cube first. So overall, I was really impressed with this product. When comparing it to the Cactus Creek that I normally bring on trips, this pretty much packs double the size of it. Now, it is bigger, it is square shaped as opposed to the Cactus Creek, which was long, but it gives me options in terms of being able to expand it to double pretty much my capacity or compress it down. And in this case, it's neat that I'm able to compress all this stuff down. Even though I'm having double the volume of things, I can use the compressed zipper to really force it down into size. So it's like really dense right now. It's carrying a lot of stuff. All right, so let's talk about the cons of this product. So because this is designed as a one zip open, the way that they've designed this front, if you pack in a lot of stuff, it'll sort of naturally kind of open up, and that's just due to the design. So if you put a lot of things in it, I think over time it might open up a little. It's not going to open up all the way, but it's something that, yeah, that I noticed from playing around with it. So the other con I can think of is that when using the compressed zipper that go around, because there's mesh on the inside that gives it that flexibility, the zipper catches on to that excess material quite easily. So you really have to be careful as you're bringing the zipper around. So that's just something you got to work with, but if you can name it as a con, you just have to be careful with that zipper. So the last con is that I think it's a bit weird that the handle is on the bottom. I think instinctively I was hoping that the handle was on top, because this has a bit of an opening over here. So if I'm holding it this way, I'm slightly concerned that, you know, stuff is gonna fall out. Now, the zippers do a pretty good job to at least keep it closed. So I don't think it's an issue, but I think it's just kind of an intuitive thing. I'd rather have the handles here as opposed to on the bottom side, which is a bit awkward. But yeah, that's all I can really think of this. Otherwise, I really think I can use it. The medium size is a full square. And so one thing that I'm gonna have to think about when I use my 45-liter backpack is that, am I okay that this takes up two spaces out of the 3 in the backpack, or do I really want something that's a bit smaller, which is the small packing cube? So I'm really curious to test out the small packing cube when I pick it up later. About the shoe pouch, not much to say about this. It's a nice bonus. I think it works well. It's just a big open space. It works. So if you want just another bag that kind of replaces a mesh stuff sack that you might have and other bags that you might use to just carry miscellaneous things, this is really versatile. It could be used for shoes, but because of all the space that's available inside, you could use it to store anything else. You could maybe have a bunch of your charging blocks and other things maybe thrown in here. Yeah, GoPro accessories, anything you want, really. So nothing to complain about with this guy. And I love how you can just fold it all in together and just throw it into the bag, and it barely takes up any space and is super light as well. So I hope this gives you a real life example of how you would use these products when you really travel. And for somebody like me that would pack these type of things for a week-long trip or more, it shows you how much you can pack inside with the proper rolling of clothes. So anyways, there's a lot more to come. I think what you're waiting for is probably the 45-liter backpack and those camera cubes. That's coming your way, so make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys real soon.